Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Corson, channel is called Netwink, and in today's video, we're going to be going over something that a subscriber asked me for. They asked me to make a trading algorithm using the Supertrend and the Stochastic indicator. So, this is what we're going to go ahead and do. We're coding in Python today. We're using QuantConnect. I have the red lights on, but I think if I turned off my actual light, I would just fall asleep. So we're going to keep that on for today. But um, yeah, we're going to jump right into it. But before we start coding that, I want to let you guys know again that I have this collaboration with LuxAlgo to provide you guys with a trading indicator. I worked with them to make this machine learning indicator. It's pretty much the predictive power of a neural network with how, when you use ChatGPT, it kind of remembers what you're talking about in the conversation. That same kind of idea with the predictive power of a neural network to make this kind of trading indicator for it. If you guys want to stay up to date on it, I have this new Twitter account as well for my business, Corson Enterprises, me. Um, you guys can see a bunch of different updates with that already. You can see, of course, I only have 8 followers right now. I just made it, but if you guys could boost up that account a little bit as well. I'm making a web app for you guys with some custom strategies. So here is one of those examples. Some not bad stuff. So yeah, stay on the lookout for that. If you guys want free indicators, I have Prometheus Analytics as well. You guys can hop in here, get all of these free indicators, open source. You want topological indicators? You want the only topological indicator on TradingView? Well, I have it right here, and it's totally open source and free. So, yeah, also, I'm going to be like every other YouTuber right now. Do you know that 85% of you guys are unsubscribed? Hit that subscribe button. 85% of you guys. I saw that. I was like, all right, that's enough for me to make the corny thing in the YouTube video. So yeah, I already tried to record this video and I made a bunch of stupid errors. So I have a lot of this that I forgot to put in there, even though I have a reference. I have a lot of this already kind of written down, and then we're going to code along the actual strategy implementation. So I have two globals right here, the lookback value and the resolution, because we're going to need this twice. That's why I made it a lookback value. But yeah, let's hop into our initialize, and then the selection functions, and then the on data, excuse me, and then the on data, and then we're going to make the new class, and then we're going to make the new function, and then we're going to um, get back testing, right? So we have some universe settings here, data normalization raw for the option prices, resolution, set it to an hour. We have this indicator dictionary that we're going to store both the supertrend and the stochastic in for each symbol in there, because right, we're using a universe. We can't just say like we can't just we can just say that the stochastic indicator is for this variable, for this symbol, because it might leave, right? We have to be able to handle that. Our days till expiration and how big we want the universe to be. I just set it 10 so that way the backtest is quicker. And then we have some risk management, just 100% gain and 50% drawdown. I just chose those for whatever. Now we have two selection functions for our universes, right? For our option universe and for our equity one. We're just sorting these by liquidity. So the most liquid names, the names with the most dollar volume, are the ones that are going to be selected. And these options, we want the options 5 strikes out and between this many, so 15 days till expiration. Cool. Now we have these two things to make sure that we're always trading options and to sell options early. This is not very reliable. I don't know why. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know a better way to do it. This kind of code is not the most reliable thing. I'm really not sure why. If anybody has any better option invested, like with the time to expiration code, drop me a link to it in the description. I'd want to take a look at it because I resorted to checking if we have equity in the in the actually I should only get rid of the equity. So there you go. um yeah, so now let's continue into this. Let's actually get our contracts and then talk about something a little specific to this, but that you have to pay attention to. So we're going to get our symbol with the actual stock that we're looking at from the chain that we have here. I never use the sim. I don't know why. I never end up using it. Honestly, might as well just kind of um, make it an underscore. There we go. Because I never end up using it. I don't know why. But actually, I just get the symbol like this, and then I get the spot price like that. So that way I make sure that I always get the contracts at the right strike. So I need the expiration. I want the furthest out expiration. So that's why I'm sorting them like this. And I need to make sure that I actually have contracts to continue working with. So that's why I'm checking if the length of this expiration is 0 or not. And if we do have them, then I want the first one for the farthest expiration. That's what this reverse false is. If you want the closest one, just set that to be true. And change this. So now we just iterate through, make sure that we have calls and that we have the right expiry. Sort the calls by the strike minus the spot to make sure that we always have out of the monies. And then we need to check if that's 0 and then get the call contract. So now we actually have to check for this specific one. I found that we have to check if the price is above $10 or not, because like SMCI, pre-split SMCI and Nvidia are in this. So I kid you not, I was looking in the orders. We were buying like $80 options, right? We were buying like $120 options, not like $120 like dollars. Like that's how much the order costs. Like 100, like $80,000 options. You know what I mean? Totally unsustainable, totally wild. Would cause the craziest swings I've ever seen in like backtesting like this. It was nuts. Then we're pretty much just going to do the same thing for puts. And then we're going to check if we have information for our symbol or not. Right, so now let's get into the coding together, and we're going to implement the class. That way we can get our Supertrend, a different function, so that way you can see how it all works together, and then the actual trading strategy. So we're going to say class index. We only need one function. We just need an init function. All it needs itself. And we're going to say self.st. It's going to be a super trend. It's going to be look back, that global we had before, to, then moving average. Yep, that was right. Type Wilders. And then self dot, and we're going to say stochastic like that. I don't know why the damn LSP just hasn't worked for me tonight. We're going to say look back. We're going to say 10 and 20 are the other defaults that QuantConnect has. Cool. That's all this class has to be. I just want to make sure I spelled stochastic right. I did. Cool. So now we're going to say DEF. We're going to say on securities changed. Every time a stock is either added or taken away to this universe, this gets called. So we're going to say on securities changed. And we need this long function declaration that I'm going to copy like that. We need these changes. Those are security changes. And I'm going to make sure I spelled it right, because this is just water. It's not coffee. And it's quite late when I'm recording this right now. But we're going to keep on going through, and we're going to say for every security that we have in the securities that are added, securities, there we go. We're going to make sure that that is equities, not options. It doesn't matter. Like, you won't get an error, but you're just going to be doing a lot of stuff for no reason. Then we're going to say security type dot opposite of that, equity. And yeah, then we're going to take that dictionary that we made earlier, this index dictionary, right? And we're going to set the key to be the security symbol, and then it's going to be this class indicators. There we go. And we need the gets. There we go. See, this is the class, and this is the That's the dictionary. It won't load right now, but yeah, whatever. Okay, making me look bad. All right, so now we have to warm this up. So we're going to say trade bars, and we're going to get a history request. So stop that. History. I want trade bars. I want it for whatever security symbol I am looking at. I want look back, say +1 just to make sure it always works, stays back, and the resolution set up here. That's why I made it a global, so that way if I change it up here, I don't have to remember to change it down there, just change it in one spot. And then we're going to say for trade bar in trade bars, there we go, like that. We're going to update each thing that we have. So we're going to say st.update. And I don't know when QuantConnect did this, but now we just give it the whole bar to update stuff. I'm pretty much indifferent about it. I think that's a pretty good abstraction. So that way just it's not different from indicator to indicator. If one indicator needs something that another doesn't matter. They're all consistent. But yeah, just make sure you update both of them like that. And then we pretty much have to do the opposite, change the removed securities. And then I just like to call it like whatever the name of the dictionary is, but just singular. And then we're going to say, and we're going to pop whatever security symbol that we have. That doesn't exist, just do nothing. And yeah, that's that function. So now every time something gets added, we're going to be able to give it the indicators, warm them up, and handle if we lose stuff, so that way it's not just unnecessarily slow. And so now we're going to hop back into, we're going to change the indentation because I just caught that. And then we're going to hop back into our on data. Yep, there we go. That's good. And we're going to actually do the trading logic. So, yep. So I have to make sure that the symbol that we're looking at is actually in in this dictionary, right? So we're going to say, if not symbol in we're just going to do that. Yep. If it's not in the dictionary of everything, we're going to continue. If it is, we're going to say bar equals data dot bars dot get symbol. And then if we get a bar, we're going to update our indicators with the newest info. So we just have to change this to bar and this to just symbol, like that. Okay. And then we have to make sure that it's all ready. So we're going to say if, we're going to go up because I'm losing my mind. If not, that is ready, or not, that is ready. Just remember to change the name of the indicator. We're going to continue. Cool. And so now we actually have to do the trading logic. So we're going to say if not self dot portfolio, and then we're going to give it the call contract, right? Call contract dot symbol dot invested. We could say dot is long, doesn't really matter, or, and then we have to do the same thing but for puts, because we're not trading the symbol, right? We're trading the options. That's why we have to check it like this. And then I like to say C equals self dot secure self dot securities dot, nope, like that, symbol dot close. We're going to say ST is the supertrend dot current dot value, and then just change it for the stochastic. And now I don't know how that subscriber wanted me to trade this, but I just said if it's greater than 70 and the super trend is bullish, then we're going to market order the call contract. Just do one of them just for this example. I'd never put the colon. There we go. And then we're going to say elif, and then pretty much just reverse that sign, make sure it's a put, and change this to be less than 30, and then build, and then back test, and we'll get to see these results. They're not great results. I didn't really spend much time actually with the look back with the parameters, with what specific options we're. Oh, what did I do wrong there? Okay, let's head over to the reference and just see what did I do wrong. Oh, I did trade bars plural. Just trade bar like that. That's the actual data type. And now that should be good. Yep, there we go. Yeah, the results aren't great, but this is just how to use these indicators. This is how I like to set it up, so that way you can use a universe and multiple different symbols. Alex from QuantConnect showed me how to do that, and I've used it ever since he showed me how to do that. It just makes it so much simpler. You can handle options with it, because if you wanted to put an indicator on an option, you could just do it in this function, just if your security type is an option or not. But yeah, that's how to do that. Um, yeah, not great, but win rate. I mean, the risk to reward's looking pretty good, but we just gotta get that win rate up. Again, this isn't about the actual strategy performance. This is how to set up these two specific indicators that subscriber asked me for in QuantConnect, how the framework works to actually get everything to work on a universe. This is how I do it. And now you know how to do it too. So yeah, another subscriber. That's pretty much it with all the coding. This whole thing works. Here it is. I'm gonna post a link to it later. It'll be in the description when you watch this video. But a different subscriber asked me on that same video, how do I break into quantitative finance, quant trading, whatever, from scratch? So now I am planning on making that video next, but my question that I want to plant in your guys' heads right now is, would anybody be interested in a course? Of course, that just has a negative connotation to it because like people don't know how to do things and they just sell you a course, you know what I mean? But it's like there are courses on everything. Somebody's gonna buy some. There's courses on VWAP out there. I don't mean to be rude if you bought one, but you know what I mean. A lot of it is just somebody selling you a dream. I don't want to do that. If you guys think that you would benefit from a course with really specific niche stuff like this, I'll make one and I'll sell it to you, and I won't crack you over the head with the prices. Um, if you don't want a course, I'm still gonna make the video regardless, just telling you guys about abstract stuff like go to this website, use this tool, read this book, code in this language, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna make that video, but I'm curious if anybody would be interested in a course. Um, yeah, besides that, that's gonna be the next video that we're coming out with. If you guys want me to code anything specifically, you can. Oh, I didn't mean to press that button. I meant to load this, and now I could press the button, and then I could tell you guys about Lux Algo again. But yeah, if you guys have any other ideas for things that you would like to see me code, leave it in the description. 85% of you aren't subscribed. Absolutely crazy. Help me get to 1,000. Follow my Twitter account. Do all that fun stuff. I'm trying to work really hard and provide you guys with a lot of value and pass on my classes. Hence the recording a video at 11 o'clock on a Thursday. Um, yeah, you guys are great. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for checking out Lux Algo and that new project I have with them. Thanks for following the Twitter so that we can stay up to date on everything I make, everything I put out for you guys. Comment any questions you have below. The next video will be about getting started with this stuff from scratch. The guy that you see before you, making machine learning models like this, and writing algorithmic trading code like that. Not the same guy that started off with it at all. So next thing we're going to do is talk about that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Good night.